All right. Hey, how's it going, James? How's it going, everyone who's watching? I am finally doing what I hope is the final cleaning of the studio for good. Because it never truly got fully cleaned. I mean, look at the cheese balls. These are for my son. What is he doing? What's he doing? I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of garbage, so I'm just going to bring the can over here. This is first I'm just cleaning off my desk, and then I'll get to the rest of this mess out here. Thanks, Thomas, for the congrats on the Brewers. I'm doing all right, guys. I got a new video in the works for you guys. There will be a preview of... Well, there's already technically a preview of the video up. If you go to NintendoPrime.net, the latest article is actually going to be the new video. We are over $200 for the month of October on Patreon, so it is the op-ed editorial for the week, and it will be in video form tomorrow. So you can go ahead and check it out, the editorial version of it, which is basically, the video version is basically going to be a reading of the editorial, and then some obviously stuff on the video, some images and some video footage and all that jazz. I did notice that at the last paragraph I had some issues here I got to fix. No, I guess it doesn't look bad. It just reads a little weird. All right, let me get the stream back up here. What's my favorite game on Nintendo Switch? Well, I mean, Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time. But I understand if you don't consider that like a Switch game per se, because it was Wii U, ported to Switch. Yeah, it released same day on both platforms. But sans that, Octopath Traveler is really up there. Octopath Traveler and Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Those are two of my favorite like exclusives on Switch. Don't want the Brewers to play the Cubs or the Rockies. Don't we know by now? I guess I haven't checked the score. Is it an extra innings? I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention. Oh, it's in the ninth inning. Who would I rather face? The Rockies, because the Rockies are really bad on the road. Really. I mean, who would you rather face? The second best team in the NL next to the Brewers, or for some the best team in the NL, or would I rather face the Rockies, who on the road are absolutely terrible? I think I'd rather face the Rockies. Although we're in the Cubs' heads. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I think we're better than the Cubs and the Rockies, so whatever. What it is, Nate? What, Matthew? You just got a notification here? Nice. Saying Breath of the Wild isn't a Switch game is like saying Skyrim isn't a Switch game. Well, it's not. It's a multi-platform game. Skyrim is a multi-platform game. Skyrim is very much a just because it's on Switch, Breath of the Wild is a multi-platform game. It's not exclusive to the platform. Now, yeah, it's a game that's on Switch, but it's not technically a Switch game. Does that make sense? Anyways. Yeah, it's 1-1 in the ninth. Yeah, I just brought up ESPN to check. Man, I got so much stuff. Like, I got to figure out where to put these new air cans. Really don't have room for these anywhere right now. I mean, there's a lot of space in here, but I don't have a lot of storage. Like that locker, I don't know if you guys can see it. There's like a locker over in the back corner, the Green Bay Packer one. That one is completely full of stuff already. I just don't have anywhere to put these. I guess for now they can go on the bottom shelf way back here that I have nothing on. That shelf is so low, it doesn't appear in videos anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I can put a lot of stuff down there, like my Blue Yeti microphone that I might use here now. This, however, is supposed to be over here. This is all my cords that I use on a weekly basis and my chargers for my camera battery. My 2 Xbox PC controllers. You can use them on Xbox One too, but those can go in there. Let's see here. Do you know Nintendo's logo can be seen at the Mariners? Yeah, they still own part of the Seattle Mariners. Nintendo used to be the majority owner of the Seattle Mariners. And then, like 5 years ago or whatever, they sold their majority ownership, but they just sold their majority ownership. They still have a minority ownership of the Seattle Mariners. So, yeah. They used to have, back when they were majority owners, they used to have, like, a guy dressed in as Mario. He was, like, kind of a pseudo-mascot. It was really weird. But, yeah, it's, yeah, that's not like surprising. They used to be like basically the owner of the team. Now they're a minority owner, but they're still gonna have a presence, of course. Let's see here. Do I have NBA 2K19 yet? Just got it the other day myself. Yes, I do. In fact, here it is. NBA 2K19. I've had it since day one. Just felt like saying I've only done 6 Robot Masters so far, but Mega Man 11 rules on first playthrough. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Did I see on Discord what you said about Mario Party? Yeah, I saw. Trust me, I saw. You believe it's 10%? Yeah. Oh, that they still own 10%? Maybe. I don't know what the exact percentage of ownership Nintendo still has. They didn't sell all of it because it was Yamuchi, who was a big baseball fan, that bought it, and, you know, just out of respect, they're not going to dump it entirely. Plus, if Seattle ever turns it around and becomes profitable, Nintendo's going to see a little money, so why not? Me and 3 other friends are going to play Super Mario Party at my place. Nice. What's up, Joy-Con Nation? What's up, Hardcore Alex? And as much as I'm not really watching the game, so I'll bring up Twitch chat just in case. So again, I'm going to be walking away from the mic a lot, not always reading the chat. I am cleaning. So that's just kind of the way things go. This can probably just get plugged randomly into the board, so I just have it. Let's see here. This ketchup is actually really sour and nasty. Time to toss it in the trash. Looks like I'm going to toss this in the trash. This in the trash. These in the trash. Probably going to end up filling up the trash bag. Let's see here. Oh, I have more of these things that I actually just plug into the board just to have them plugged in. They're just like little converters for the mixer. I just don't want to lose them because sometimes they just don't really want to work. Okay, this is a shot glass that has a bunch of nails and screws in it. Why do I have nails and screws in a shot glass? I bet you these are ones that I took out of the green screen room. Do I have anywhere to put them? Of course I don't. Why would I have somewhere to put nails and screws? So I will just dump them into my tool bag and poke myself every time I reach in there. Did I learn more about the DLC fix? Nope. I've learned nothing else. No catch up on videos. You should talk about something while you clean. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be walking away from the mic a lot, so I'm never sure what's coming through and what's not coming through. Like, I know I can't show this because this is a pay stub. Oh, this is a really old pay stub, though. I can toss that in the trash. Probably should recycle that, but it's already in the garbage. Hey, Nintendo console box number 1! Number 1! Alright, that was a really terrible impression. Hey! My lav mic. Okay. Yes, folks. I have 2 lav mics. Can you believe it? I have 2 lav mics. They are different brands. So I want to keep them kind of separated. So I am prepared to do dual audio with lav mics. Anyways. Just when the situation arises. These are my AKG headphones. Oh, I gotta charge my phone. I'm gonna get this on the charger here. I only have a wireless charger right now in my office, which is not good. Because it's a really crappy wireless charger. It's one where you have to line it up just right. I like the new Samsung wireless chargers where you just set it in there and it just works. Instead of having to line it up like this, but whatever. It's lined up right now. And hopefully it stays lined up. Are those the Poe sisters back there? They sure are. Those are the 4 Poe sisters. I actually have an extra one of the Poe sisters I have an extra art piece for because the colors were wrong on it, so the artist sent me a replacement. So I technically have a 5th Poe sister one, but to be honest, I didn't even know the colors were off because it had been forever since I last played Ocarina of Time when I got those. But yeah, fans sent me those when I worked at Zelda Informer a long time ago. He also sent me like a Bomb, which was actually the inspiration for our logo at Nintendo Prime. Piece of art somewhere. You guys have seen it in the background on Prime Comments in the past. I don't know where it is right now, but again, place is a mess. I know it doesn't look that bad on camera, but that's the whole point. I have like everything just off camera so it doesn't look messy. Like I have caramel corn here that I bought from the Cub Scouts. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's so much crap on my desk. I could barely even tell my desk is black. That's how much stuff is on my desk right now. Look, a comb. Hey, comb. This is actually supposed to go over there with my hair stuff. Alright, get everything off my desk, move it to this table, turn the camera, bring the mic over, then clean everything off this desk. I think that's my plan. So I can have this fully cleaned off. And then over here, because I have a whole bunch of stuff over here, figure out what's going on. I think that's the plan. This is just like a Switch game case. See, that's the plan. I have half of a Topper's pizza here. Yes, I stopped at half a pizza today. I'm happy with that. It's been a long day. Oh, I can't wait to get the new op-ed video out. It's going to be sweet. Let me see here. Nate is the trash man. Put them in your computer, all the loose screws. And the wild card game has been great. It can go 15 innings for all I care. Dude, go forever. Blow all their bullpens. Make them have to bring in extra starters. Whatever. That way whoever the Brewers play are just that much more tired. How come I don't like to play that many indie games? It's more of a time thing, right? So, I have a lot of games on my Switch. I'm not sure if you're aware. I have like 40 plus games. Granted, 15 of them or 16 of them or whatever, 18, I don't know. Whatever, a whole bunch of them are physical I no longer own. But I just have I'll have a lot of games already. I already have a backlog. So the thing is, I'm not going to buy, I basically am not going to buy a game if I'm not going to spend a lot of time with the game. And the problem with indie games is there's so many indie games I want that it's going to be impossible for me to spend the time to really play them all. I just can't. I'm a parent of 3. And the big thing is, the big thing that could justify me playing more indie games is Nintendo Prime, right? The problem is, every time I talk about indie games, every time I do anything in regards to indie games on the channel, those live streams get very little views, and the video games themselves, or the videos on those games get very little views. So, in the end, I don't have an excuse to buy them for Nintendo Prime because it's not really that advantageous for Nintendo Prime. It's the same reason you don't see GameXplain covering indie games that often. I mean, they do, but they don't cover a lot of them. And there's a reason for that. The audience just isn't that interested in me covering them. Now, there are channels that do cover them all the time, and they've built an audience for it. We're just not one of them. I'm just not one of them. But it's not because I don't think indie games are great and there's not a lot I want to play. I just don't got the time. By the time I can sit down and play an indie game, Super Mario Party's here. By the time I have time to sit down and play something, I'm live streaming, so whatever. I'm live streaming Fortnite, or I'm live streaming, X, Y, and Z, Breath of the Wild, whatever. I'm live streaming. By the time I have time to play an indie game, another major Nintendo game's here, or Starlink Battle for Atlas is here that I'm really excited for. So it's a time thing. I barely have the time to keep up with the big releases. So keeping up with the oodles of indie games that pique my interest is just impossible. The fact I own any indie games on my Switch is a miracle as is, to be completely honest. I'm one person with 3 kids that works from home and has my kids 24/7, and the fact I get content out almost daily is a miracle. Let alone finding time to play games more than I already do. Do your best Nintendo character impressions. I'm not very good with impressions of really anything. I'm just not good with impressions. Maybe someday on a stream when I've had a little too much to drink, you can get me to do some impressions, but not right now. People on Twitter were able to get the DLC with no subscription on the eShop. The DLC in question is not available on the eShop, or at least it wasn't available on the eShop as of Monday. The DLC we're talking about isn't like traditional DLC. It's mini, what are they called? Spawnway put up a video about it. They're mini showroom pieces, individual showroom pieces you download from inside the system, the game, whatever, inside the game. Those mini showroom pieces are not, at least as of Monday, last time I looked into it, are not on the eShop. Now, if they've been added to the eShop, great. But they, at the time that I last talked about it, they weren't added to the eShop. So, because there's like hundreds of them, hundreds of little individual builds that were not available on the eShop. They're only available through the game, through a separate section. Let me see here. Apphead? What are people saying? Do a Nintendo character impression. Hey, Matthew Campos, thank you so much. Yeah, I know. I do want to get Golf Story physical. It's a Switch. If it's a Switch exclusive indie game, I'll probably. Those are usually the ones I end up picking up because those are the ones that have the most interest with fans. And I love Golf Story, and I haven't beat it yet. I think it's justice for me to buy the physical version and then beat it. Oh, I think it would just be sweet justice to do that. Even though I already own it digital, I got no problem buying that game twice. Those developers are awesome. PS5 Master Race. Who is I don't even know who PS5 Master Race is. So I remember you. The only reason I even recognize that name, Sonic Man, is because you bring it up in live streams, not because I actually know who that is. So they got kicked off what? Off YouTube, off Twitter. Okay, don't really care. Never watched their content or saw any tweets from them. Maybe they popped up in the comments before. I have no idea. Let me see here. I counted my Switch games and immediately. Wouldn't it be cool if you go into your games on Switch and then it tells you how many you have? Like, wouldn't that make a lot of sense? To like just have a running total of how many games you've played on your Switch or how many games you have installed. Jared Brooks, go Brewers, go Brew Crew. I'm going to a Brewers playoff game on Thursday for Eric's birthday. I am treating Eric to a Brewers game for his birthday. His birthday is technically tomorrow. The Brewers play the next day. We're going to that game. So, do Link's voice. I don't know. He doesn't really have a voice. I mean, he has a voice, just not one we usually hear, technically. He does talk. I wrote an article on this way back in the day at Zelda Informer, how Link is talking all the damn time. We just can't hear it. And there's a reason for that. Do you think we will get the Harry Potter RPG on Switch? Who knows? What we saw doesn't look like it would be on Switch, but we don't really know. We don't know anything. So, I hope it is. We've gotten Harry Potter games before, but it's been a while. What's up with your mic? It doesn't sound right. It's probably turned up too loud. Yeah, it's turned up too loud. Hold on. That's probably a little better. I had the mic boost pretty loud. It was for a live stream we were doing earlier when the microphone was like way away from us. So there's probably a lot of background noise. You're probably hearing fans spinning from the computer. And, I don't know. Maybe the buzzing from the mini fridge. Something like that. Do I like Xenoblade 2? Xenoblade Torna? I have not played Torna yet. And I enjoyed what I played so far of Xenoblade 2, which isn't much, so I'm not a good person to ask for an opinion on that. I'm still in Chapter 1. Or maybe I'm in Chapter 2. I don't remember. It's been a while because my physical copy got sold along with all my other physical copies. And see, now my phone stopped charging again. This wireless charger, you got to get it on there just right because it'll start charging. Like, I could set it on here a zillion ways, and it will start charging, and then it'll stop. Getting it just right is such a pain. It's an exact spot on there that'll keep it charging. See, now it's charging. We'll see if it stays charging. I don't have any other charge cords down here right now. I don't know why. I have all these cords, and I don't have another charge cord. It's so dumb. I really should fix that someday. I need to buy some more. Yeah, much better. Yeah, as I said, I just had the mic boost up too high. What is Golf Story? It is a video game. Exclusive on Switch. If developers made normal save files, you keep a small fridge in that room? Yes. It is. I don't know if you guys can see it. Try to twist it. Over there, you see there's a microwave, and then that's a mini fridge below it. Over there. That is the kitchen area. Is over in that corner. It's just, it's not like anything special. It's just for when I'm doing long work sessions, so I don't have to keep running upstairs to get a cold beverage or something like that. Or if I brought my lunch or whatever down here to work during lunch, and I got caught up in my work and my lunch got cold, so I can reheat it quick. It's pretty much all that stuff gets used for. Plus, it's like we watch games down here, so sometimes if we cooked brats or something and we have some side dishes, we'll put them on the table. It's only been done once, but I'm sure for Brewer playoff games coming up that we watch from home, we'll reuse this area as a place to do that kind of stuff. You got a low and right shoes. Xenoblade's amazing. I wasn't trying to be rude by saying that room. Sorry, what? I don't know. Let's see here. Thankfully, Nippon and everything NIS publishes pretty much have regular save file protocol formats, unlike the crappy minimalistic. Okay, sure. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. All right. You're all. Oh, I'm watching on on both Twitch and YouTube. Do a Nintendo character impression, Fire Falcon. I already did a link earlier. That's all you're getting. I don't do impressions of. You want impressions of Nintendo characters? Go over to the BitBlock. Ask him. He's really good. When he's live streaming, just ask him to do impressions. He's really good with his impressions. He can do a ton of them, especially Mario characters. He's very good at the Mario characters. He can do more than Mario, but those are the ones that he's best at. All right, back to cleaning. After all, I am trying to clean. I'm just, I'm bored. So it's better to have some company while I clean. Like, where am I going to put my pens and my pencils? I have a case for these somewhere. Although it's technically not for pens and pencils. Now, I said I was going to clear all this off of here, so let's start with that. Like this, that's garbage, because it's got yucky crap in it. Alright, let's just clear off without destroying anything. Let's clear off my main work area. Get all this junk out of here. Like, these pair of headphones, they don't need to be over here. These headphones, never get used. Those are old headphones we used to use on the podcast. Do you know Dreamcast Guy blocked Player Essence on Twitter? Yep, we talked about that on a live stream. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to, though. Yeah, no, we talked about that on a live stream when it happened because Player Essence decided to drag me into it for some reason. Like, you blocked me, but you won't block Nintendo Prime? I'm like, oh my god. I can't believe he's dragging me into this. Alright. I mean, I don't think he meant to really drag me into anything, but it felt like at the time I was being dragged into the drama. And I talked to Player Essence, and I talked to Dreamcast Guy. Nothing can really be done, at least from what I was able to glean about that relationship. So it is what it is. They both are cool with me, so sucks because I like them both. But dollar bills, y'all. My only dollar bill, y'all. I have $1. I'm so rich. What is this? A folded up pieces of paper. This is... Oh, I don't need to worry about that. That's my receipt for my buyout payment on my cell phone they wouldn't replace, so it doesn't matter because I can't claim insurance on it anymore. This should be garbage. Talking about the safe house these days, don't tell how much time has been spent. Oh, yeah. I was going to point out, ViewTech USA had a video of iPhone XS and XS Plus don't charge correctly. Not just him. Who is it? Unbox Therapy put out a video on it. My sister actually has an iPhone XS. Not the Max, just an XS. And I asked her if she was having the problem. She said, I don't know what you're talking about. She came over to my house the other day. And then, sure enough, I tested it. She has the problem, too. It's, like, it's so widespread. It's crazy. But I have a Note 9. So my only issue is that with my old wireless charger that was meant for, like, the Samsung 8S Plus, it doesn't have a good hot zone for the Note 9. Which is fine. They have new wireless chargers now. I used to love wireless charging when it worked. Well, they have a new wireless charger that I probably should pick up that works better with the Note 9, but it's whatever. I just need to get more charged cables and just plug it in. Didn't know the Dreamcast guy and OJ beef was serious. Well, here's the thing. What you have to remember is that OJ doesn't really have any beef. Thank you, by the way, Matthew, for the $2. OJ does not have beef. Like Player Essence, for those who even know who he is. He does not really have beef with Dreamcast guy. He doesn't hate Dreamcast guy. He's got nothing against Dreamcast guy. But OJ's an interesting guy. He says a lot of things, mostly on Twitter. He'll do it in his live streams sometimes too. But on Twitter, he'll say a lot of things that are kind of crass, kind of can come off as rude, can come off as insulting without intending to be insulting, or like he's trying to joke, but he's not very good at making the joke obvious. This is what sucks about like Twitter, and it sucks about like when you text people. Sometimes you'll throw an LOL on there or a winky face, but like you'll tweet it, and sometimes you don't do that kind of stuff, and people don't really know that you're just like yanking a chain. And I mean, he did call Dreamcast guy a liar at one point. That was a thing he said. So like the Dreamcast guy said that Player Essence called him a liar. That actually happened, and OJ basically admitted that it happened. But it's just it's a thing. I don't know. I like them both, so. It's tough because OJ will respond to me and say things to me that like make me go, really, really, bro, you're saying that about me. But you just have to get to know him. And Dreamcast guy, even though they're on Spawncast together, they're not people that really talked a whole lot together. Like they just were on the same podcast. They didn't really communicate off the podcast. So it was one of those things where they never really got to know each other very well. Like OJ does not know Dreamcast guy that well. I mean, heck, I don't know Dreamcast guy that well. I know he's been going through some stuff, but I don't know him that well. And I know Player Essence better, but I also, because I know Player Essence better, I know like when he's being rude or crass or in a way on Twitter that feels like he's attacking you. He's probably not attacking you, but he doesn't know how to come off and say what he's trying to say without sounding like that. Does that make sense? Because that's just who he is. He's very blunt, very blunt. And this can lead to misconceptions. And, the thing is, it's hard to tell when he means something and when he's joking. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And Dreamcast guy had enough of it. Bottom line, he just had enough of it. Between OJ calling him a liar, which, I mean, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what he lied about. Don't really care what he lied about. I'm sure it probably has something to do with reporting. I'm sure it has something to do with reporting on something because, I make mistakes in my reports too. I'm sure Dreamcast guy has. And maybe Dreamcast guy won't admit to it or something. I don't know. Beats me. Maybe he spread some misinformation on Twitter. Beats me. I don't know what it is. Don't really care. We all make mistakes. We all live with it. And some of us can't handle the heat. And it's fine. That's what the block button exists for. It exists to get rid of people that you just can't handle how they talk to you. And Dreamcast guy can't handle the way that Player Essence talks on Twitter. So he blocked him. Pretty simple, if I'm being completely honest. Sucks, as I said. They're two people that I know. They're two people that I consider to be at least YouTube friends, internet friends. Two people I know I can reach out to and they will respond to me. If I DM or message OJ, I know he's going to respond to me. Same with Dreamcast guy. If I reach out and DM him, he's going to respond to me. He always has. So They've both been on the Nintendo Prime podcast before. No, I'm not going to try to invite them both on the same podcast and try to work out the beef. That's just not what we do. We're not Dr. Phil over here. I just do the best I can with making sure they both know that I respect them both, and I try to stay out of the drama. It's not really about me. Just OJ drugged me into it because of stuff I said, but I never really said anything. Like, I didn't call Dreamcast Guy a liar. So, like, Dreamcast Guy, of course, wasn't annoyed with me. And if I was going to call him out on something, it would be, I think, especially because he's a friend of mine, I'd probably use more tact, or I would DM him and be like, hey, I'm not sure if you're aware, but this thing you said, like, it might not be true. Here's some information. I don't know. But that's me. Like, that's how I approach things. So. OJ's an arrogant asshole. You see, OJ, I think a lot of the arrogance that people feel from him is more of I want to say an act. Not really an act. A wall. Like, a wall of protection. OJ's been through a lot of crap. And I'm not one to get into anything personal. I don't even know a lot of the personal details to get personal. But there's been a lot of insinuations, at least from what I've got from him over the past year or whatever I've been talking to him, that there's some crap going on in his life behind the scenes that just isn't fun to deal with. And so I think part of that arrogance that comes forward is kind of a wall that's like, hey, if people are going to come at me and kind of hate, like, this arrogance is like a protection force field that just pushes all that away, so it makes it so it doesn't really impact him on a daily basis, emotionally. And we all build our walls. I have walls. I freely admit I have walls. I don't always recognize what they are, but I have walls, all right, that automatically are up just to protect me. Everyone's different. Everyone's their own unique person. Everyone has problems, as Edward said. It's just life. Yeah. I remember the Black Bond exposed video. I've seen it. Black Bond has sent it to me to prove it, and I'm just like, I watched it, and I'm like, it's not really as bad as Black Bond made it out to be. Like, Player Essence exposed, it really wasn't that bad. I've been in this industry, not like YouTube, but like in the journalism industry for like 20 years. I've seen a lot of crap. And what he was calling out Player Essence on was pretty minor in comparison to the crap I've seen. I mean, and I'm not just talking about the worst of the worst. Like, see, I already forgot the guy's name from IGN that did the Dead Cells review thing. Philip Mucin, whatever. Like, obviously that's like the worst it could possibly ever get. In general, in terms of integrity and that kind of stuff in the industry. But when it comes to, I hate saying, I don't know. It's just life. OJ's fans attacked Dreamcast Guy. I mean, they probably have. I'm sure Dreamcast Guy has also attacked OJ. It's just the way it is. Like, if I have beef with someone, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys, maybe not the people in this chat, but if some of my followers on Twitter or on YouTube, if I'm publicly calling someone out, I wouldn't be surprised if my fan base decided to go chastise that person a bit. That's just what happens when you have a following, a loyal following that you might not like everything you do, but they think like I've had a lot of people like say to me over this past week when I'm running this giveaway and I'm doing this stuff where people are like, we don't always agree with you. We don't always, we feel like you don't always admit when you're wrong. We feel like this, we feel like that. But they said the impression most people seem to get from me is that I'm a good person and that I'm well-intended, which is awesome. I mean, I don't know how that impression comes across, but I'm glad that that's the impression that people get of me. Because I feel like that's who I am. But, I mean, do we ever truly know ourselves? When you have people saying that about you, it's like, oh, it's interesting, So because people think I'm a good guy, if I truly am going on blast about someone, they'll probably think, hey, Nate's a genuine guy, so if he's really bothered by this person, it must be really bad. And then they'll go after that person. There's one particular incident, I don't really want to dive into it too much. It happened on an old public Discord server. where a few people were going in on me over some stuff, and then some other people were staunchly defending me, and it kind of blew up, and it led to me just saying, screw that server, I'm making my own, and it's going to be private and all that stuff. But it was one of those situations where probably the closest I've been to, like, there's people who really like my content, but then maybe don't like me or decisions I make or things I say. I don't know how personal I get at times. What I spend my money on. That was one of the things I got chances for. Oh, you were saying you live paycheck to paycheck, but you bought yourself a 12-pack of soda or something. It's like, what? Okay. Sorry. I didn't know people could tell me how to live. And then people defended me, and and that's the closest I think it's ever come to, like, I was really uncomfortable with certain people, and then other people came to my defense. And I didn't like that, and I don't want that situation to happen again, not just within my own fan base, but also, like, against other YouTubers. Like, no, it would have to be something pretty egregious for me to want to call it a YouTuber. And there's a time in my life when I used to call out people all the time. I mean, infamously, when I was running Zelda Informer before Zelda Dungeon bought it, I used to throw up public editorials about all the crap that Massus did at the time to me, or to the site, or all this stuff, and I just don't care anymore. Like, I'm kind of. It took me many years to get past being that kind of petty person, but I'm like, you know what? You make your own destiny in life. So who cares what somebody else does or says or does to your stuff? I mean, there's a point where obviously you should care, but at the end of the day, if it's just really petty, kind of let it go. And I feel like that's what OJ and Dreamcast is. It's kind of a petty thing. And so instead of letting it go, they're just like, Dreamcast guys just not going to deal with them. Let me see. I haven't done anything with Galaxy yet, David. I'm insanely busy. I know it's on my whiteboard to get to it. It just hasn't happened yet. Is it the tweet you liked from Misclick Gaming? I don't know. Did I like a tweet from Misclick Gaming? I don't know. Idea. Beats me. I have to tell you, I got around to beating Resident Evil Revelations on Switch. It was great. 60 FPS on handheld was amazing. Started RE Rev 2, which is a good port, but the frame rate is lower. Yeah, the frame rate is lower in the second, which isn't a surprise. The first one was originally a 3DS game that got ported to platforms in HD, whereas the second one was made for consoles, so it doesn't run as well on Switch. You hope they both squash whatever disagreements they have. Yeah. Dreamcast guy's been through a lot. He has. Like, at least based on what he said publicly, he's been through a lot. And I can respect that. And OJ's been through a lot too. And it's just, they're different. The kind of personalities that Dreamcast is and OJ is, based on my experience with them, are the kind of personalities that we're always going to clash someday. Because those kind of personality types don't really get along long haul. And because they never really talked to each other off a stream, it was never really an issue. But now that there was some stuff happening off of live stream, it became an issue for Dreamcast guy. It's just those some personality types just don't work together, and they just happen to be those kind of personality types that don't work together. Now, I almost have my desk area actually cleaned off for the most part, which is a miracle. Granted, that just means I have crap everywhere else, but hey, I mean, look. I got these spindle butter pretzels. Oh, they're so good. A little healthier for you than potato chips, of course. Just a little bit. They're still not that great for you. The butter ones aren't anyways. The light salt ones are much healthier, but they don't taste as good. Trying to balance that healthy with taste. Anyways. About as good guy. I mean, you are a good guy, but I often will read about heroes when they didn't do anything. I'm just talking about people in general. Don't agree with Philip Stafford. I definitely don't agree with everything you say, but you're clearly a good person and you're being genuine on what you think, even if you may be wrong in the situation. It's not the same act. Yeah, I mean, I make mistakes. I get facts wrong. I maybe overreact to things, and I guess it's just who I am. I can't help who I am, but what I can do is just keep being me, and try to get better about certain things. And I don't know. I mean, I've been through a lot of crap in my life too. Heck, I was homeless at one point in my life. I mean, I've been through a lot. There's things you guys will never know. I've been through a lot of stuff. And you know, you live, you learn, you try to get better. I try to get better as a YouTuber. I try to get better as a human being, as a parent. think that's all you can really ask of anyone is just try to be better. Admit that you can always be better. Because if you think you're perfect, chances are that means you're overlooking so many faults. Have I thought about getting Super Mario Party? I plan to get Super Mario Party, yes. Apparently it doesn't have any furniture. Yeah. Who's hyped for the Paw Patrol game? my son probably would be if he knew about it. Now I want pretzels. One of the games I'm picking up is The World Ends With You this month. Nice. Hey, you douche. Yeah. How's it going? Duo. Share some pretzels, Nate. Nate, you cannot be perfect. Surgeons can't mess up. But that isn't you. Oh, man. Sure, here you go. Have some pretzels. They're the Butter Spindles by Old Dutch. They're really good. I mean, it's not that bad. If you stick to the suggested amount, which is 18 pieces, it's only 110 calories, which is actually not that bad of a snack. I've been trying to stick to the 110 calories. So, like, if I have a snack later and it's the pretzels, just grab, 18 of them. I've been trying to be really good about that. Because, about 100 to 150 calories is what I should be doing for my snacks. And I should just always do pretzels, right? Fruit, veggies, all that kind of stuff. I got to get some more fruit and veggies. Be able to do that next week when I get paid. I mean, we have food in the house, of course, and there's enough fruit and veggies for my kids, just not for me. That's all right. There's so much junk. I mean, not junk. It's just I have a lot of crap. Right? I got this big room and nowhere to put anything. You could have gotten Super Mario Party early, man. It would have only cost you $7,000. Buy it on eBay. What happened? I know, man. What was I thinking? Think of all the pre-release coverage I could have done. I could have been like, hey, I'm the one that bought it for $7,000. I could have contacted like GameXplain and said, hey, what's the NDA? So I can pretend I have a review copy and not get in trouble. Ugh. Do you care that Mario Party doesn't support the Pro Controller? I can't say I care about it until I see how the games play. It's something that I think sucks, but at the same time, I have to play the mini games to see why they didn't support it. Because, yeah, there's motion controls in the thing, but there has to be a reason that the Pro Controller just doesn't function for the games they're doing, and I don't know what that reason is until I play the games. And maybe the reason is a bad excuse and a bad reason and shouldn't exist. But until I know what that reason is, I can't judge it. Because it doesn't bother me that it uses motion controls. It just has to be good motion controls. What are good motion controls? I think that's always a subjective thing, too. So, basically, no one can be right, no one can be wrong. Why is my NBA 2K19 manual done? See, so much junk. I mean, this is my Galaxy S9 box. I should find a spot for that. The rest of this is like stuff I can vacuum up, I think. Just some dirt. Some sunflower seeds. Gotta love sunflower seeds. Can't help it. Baseball playoffs. Empty chair stream. I'm right here, technically. You just can't see me because the mic is in the way. What do I think about Mario Party only having 4 boards? I'm hoping that they announce that that's just what it's launching with, and they Splatoon it, and they add more boards over time. Hey, my son's here. What are you doing, Aiden? No, you can't stay in here, bud. Want to come say hi to people? You don't want to come say hi? Why are you awake, buddy? It's late. What happened? What hurts? Come here, let me see your leg. What happened to your leg? Where's it hurt, bud? Where's your leg hurt?
Do you hear it?
Hear what?
My owie.
Your owies don't make noise, bud.
But I see it.
Where does it hurt? Point to me.
It's under here.
It hurt here? Does it hurt when I push? Because I don't think there's actually an owie. I think you're just making an excuse. Why are you awake, buddy? Hey, Edward. Thank you so much. Should we go back to sleep, bud? Yeah, we gotta go back to sleep. Want me to come lay with you? You want some water? Well, you can't have milk this late. You can have water, though. Want some water? Okay. Let's get water and get you in bed. Alright, guys. I gotta go. He's not... Well, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna play some music for you guys. I got to get my son back to sleep. But I'll leave the stream up. You guys can, I guess, watch the chair. Let me find a mix here of music. Sure. We'll just hit play on this, which is gonna get my stuff copyrighted. But
JT and I started this company with $6,000.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get my son to sleep.
Most of our money since the beginning. Through YouTube video advertising, we're able to know that a view is a real view, that somebody was engaged and actually watched the video.
Spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even. Ooh. We spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and play me close. Cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. I spent last night on the last flight to you. I took a whole day up, trying to get way up. Ooh. We spent the daylight trying to make things right between us. And now it's all good, babe. Roll that backward, babe, and play me close. Yeah, 'cause girls like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. Maybe it's 6:45. Maybe I'm barely alive. Maybe you're taking my shit for the last time, yeah. Maybe I know that I'm drunk. Maybe I know you're the one. Maybe I'm thinking it's better if you drive. Oh, 'cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah.
Not too long ago, I was dancing for dollars. No, it's really real if I let you be my mama. You don't want a girl like me, I'm too crazy. Where every other girl you meet is fugazi. I'm sure them other girls were nice enough, but you need someone to spice it up. So who you gonna call? Cardi, Cardi. Come and rev it up like a Harley, Harley. Why is the best food always forbidden? I'm coming to you now doing 20 over the limit. The red light, stop. I don't play when it comes to my heart, let's get it though. I don't really want a white horse in a carriage. I'm thinking more white horses and carriage. I need you right here, cause every time you fall, I play with this kitty like you play with your guitar.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is an ad for a project management tool called Monday.com. This is what it looks like, and this is what it feels like. So the tool works like this. We call this a board. Just put everything you need to do here, then put who's in charge of it here, and see where everything stands here. Also, it works on your phone because it's 2018. Click drag and drop to create your board exactly the way you need it. You'll never drop the ball on the important stuff again. So go to Monday.com and create your free account today.
Nothing burns like a cold bitch. All I need is one more man lives enough. But if you got it all, just turn your fears into trust, to trust. Words of love when I'm missing.
could trust. You're saying those words like you hate me now. Our house is burning when you're gazing hell. There in the ashes, you're so crazy. Don't be afraid of these thunderclouds. These thunderclouds, oh no. These thunderclouds, oh no. All I need is love. All I need is a word. All I need is a. You turn nouns into verbs. To verbs. Where did love go when all is said and done? Yeah. Where did love go? You put the running into. Hey,
Good morning.
You seem happy, and it's creepy.
That's because it's almost my favorite season. Health insurance enrollment season?
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Everybody's gonna be all panicky and freak out. It's glorious.
Or they'll get insurance with security.
Whatever. What do you think I was gonna say anyway?
Football season. I think Clay Matthews is gonna have a big year.
Ugh, that guy? Talk about a face only a mother could love. Don't hurt me.
Right now I'm in a state of mind. I wanna be in like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up. I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up. Ain't got no tears in my body. I ran out, but boy, I like it. I like it. I like it. Don't matter how, what, when, who tries it. We out here vibing. We vibing. We vibing. Even when it's raining down. Can't stop now. Can't stop, so shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And if you don't know, then I know it, babe. No, babe, yeah. Right now I'm in a state of mind. I wanna be in like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up. They point out the colors in you, I see them too, and boy, I like them. I like them, I like them. We way too fly to partake in all this hate. We out here vibing, we vibing, we vibing. Even when it's raining down, can't stop now. Can't stop, so shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. And if you don't know, then now you know it, babe. No, babe, yeah. Right now I'm in a state of mind. I wanna be in like all the time. Ain't got no tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up. Just want you to come with me. We on another mentality. Ain't got no tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up. But even when it's raining down, can't stop now. Shut your mouth. Ain't got no tears left to cry. Just want you to come with me. We on another mentality. Ain't got no tears left to cry. I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up. Loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up.
We gonna ride till we fall. They say we got no future at all. They wanna keep us out, can't hold us down anymore. We gonna ride till we fall. When we hit the bottom, nothing gonna stop us. Climb to the top with you. We could be the greatest ones who never made it. Yeah, I could be talking to you. They tryna hate, but we won't change anything at all. Oh, we gonna ride till we fall. They think we just dropped out, living at our mom's house. Parents must be so proud, they know it all. No, they don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride till we fall. We're gonna ride till we fall. They don't speak our language. They say we're too savage. Yeah, no, we don't give up anymore. We're gonna ride. Say we're going nowhere. But what they don't know is we don't care. We're going keeping on going till we can't go no more. We're gonna ride till we fall. Yeah. When we hit the bottom, nothing gonna stop us. Climb to the top.
This much blood, it's gotta be a murder.
This whole town's going crazy.
You want in?
Yeah, I want in.
I will always remember the day you kissed my lips, light as a feather. And it went just like this. No, it's never been better than the summer of 2002. We were only 11, but acting like grown-ups, like we are in the present. Drinking from plastic cups, singing love is forever and never. Well, I guess that was true. Dancing on the hood in the middle of the woods of an old Mustang, where we sang songs with all our childhood friends. And it went like this, say, oops, I got 99 problems singing bye, bye, bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Paint a picture for you and me on the days when we were young, singing off the top of both our lungs. Now we're under the covers. Fast forward to 18, we are more than lovers. Yeah, we are all we need when we're holding each other. I'm taken back to 2002. Yeah, dancing on the hood in the middle of the woods of an old Mustang, where we sang songs with all our childhood friends. And it went like this, say, oops, I got 99 problems singing bye, bye, bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Paint a picture for you and me on the days when we were young, singing off the top of both our lungs on the day we fell in love. On the day we fell in love. Dancing on the hood in the middle of the woods of an old Mustang, where we sang songs with all our childhood friends. Oh, now, oops, I got 99 problems singing bye, bye, bye. Hold up, if you wanna go and take a ride with me, better hit me, baby, one more time. Paint a picture for you and me on the days when we were young, singing at the top of both our lungs on the day we fell in love. 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 Love, love.
Hey, hi, hello there. Just letting you know that I think I've discovered the key to happiness. Yeah, no biggie. 2 things: handmade tortillas and margaritas. Don't believe me? Come to Old Town San Diego, and I dare you to try and contain your joy as you experience this match made in flavor heaven. Hit up Cafe Coyote and watch as these lovely ladies make tortillas right in front of you. Then eat them however you like. Then go, OMG, this is amazing, you were right. You're welcome. Then, obviously, wash it down with a margarita, or 4. So, you need a new adventure? Head to Old Town and introduce your taste buds to handmade bliss.
Everything's been so messed up here lately. Pretty sure he don't wanna be my baby. Oh, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, but that's okay. 'Cause I love me, I love me, I love me, I love myself anyway. Hey, everything's gonna be
be a good, good life. That's what my therapist say. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's gonna be a good, good life. I'm a mess, I'm a loser, I'm a hater, I'm a user. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new. I'm obsessed, I'm embarrassed, I don't trust no one around us. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new.
Everything's gonna be
Alright,
everything's gonna be
just fine, just fine. It's gonna be a good, good life. I'm a mess, I'm a loser, I'm a hater, I'm a user. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new. I'm obsessed, I'm embarrassed, I don't trust no one around us. I'm a mess for your love, it ain't new.
I don't feel hungry. I don't feel stuffed.
I don't feel guilty. I still look buff.
Fresh flavor, feel-good food. Sabra hummus, the unofficial meal.
I just had Sabra hummus and now I feel good.
I don't wanna lie, can we be honest? Right now while you're sitting on my chest, I don't know what I'd do without your comfort. If you really go first, if you really left, I don't know if I would be alive today, with or without you, like night and day. We didn't repeat every conversation. Being with you every day is a Saturday, but every Sunday you got me praying. Don't you ever leave me, and don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV, I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. I don't wanna call and you not answer. Never see your face light up my phone. Never see you singing Tiny Dancer. Every time my head hurts, every time I'm low. 'Cause I don't know if I would be alive today, with or without you, like night and day. Everything about you uncomplicated. Here with you every day is a Saturday, but every Sunday you got me praying. Don't you ever leave me, don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV, I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me, don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Don't you ever leave me. Don't you ever go. Don't you ever leave me. No. Don't you ever leave me. Don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV. I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me. Don't leave me alone. Don't you ever leave me. Don't you ever go. I've seen it on TV. I know how it goes. Even when you're angry, even when I'm cold. Don't you ever leave me. Don't leave me alone. Even when you're
So, that classic music, guys, that you were talking about was just an ad. It's an ad for Titanic 2 technical specification update from the United Australian Party. It's like a 4-minute ad. A 4-minute ad. Crazy. Yeah. That was an ad. The song that's supposed to be playing is Kiki, Do You Know You Love Me by Drake. But that was an ad. Really long one. I mean, a skippable ad, to be fair. Look at that. We just got another subscriber. Is it because I returned? Probably not. Couldn't have anything to do with the giveaway we're doing or something. Nah, that can't be it. Why did I even bring that up? There's no way that's because of the giveaway. All these subscribers are Snatcherel. Yeah, it's a skippable ad. You can set it to not be skippable, by the way. There's a setting on the back end where you can be like, yeah, I don't want my ads to be skippable. But how do you get an Australian ad? I don't know, because I'm clearly in Australia. I really care about the United Australian Party. And some video, I guess, they made of the Titanic 2. Whatever that is. I mean, I guess they're building a Titanic 2. So I have on a pair of headphones, and I'm going to play some Xeno. So later. So you just started to play ice skating or something? Stop sitting on the chair, you're blocking. For real, guys. I could put up a stream when I'm gone at the Brewers game that could be just the chair. If you guys really want it to be that way. Heck, let's get some mood lighting in here. Yeah, you know the chair wants that green stuff, baby. Green stuff, baby, this evening. It's amazing how well that green light shows up on the camera because it does not look that green in here. Thought the chair was putting on a concert. Good thing you came back when you did. This was slowly becoming Proziti's furniture harem. Jeez. Alright. Oh. I don't know how much more cleaning I'm going to get done tonight. Lost my motivation after sitting up there for like a half hour. You love the lighting? Yeah. Yeah, it looks nice. I can change it up too, although I don't have the controllers not next to me right now. For those who don't know, the lighting that you're seeing from over there, that's actually the light. It changes colors. Here, let me grab the controller. Let's see here. We can go red, blue. Too much blue with my shirt. Whatever that is, orange or something. Different color green, purple. Different shade of purple, different shade of green. That's definitely orange. Yellow. No. Some of the colors don't work. That's like a purple. Let me just go with we'll just have it switch colors. Ooh, let's have it go more flowing. So the thing is, the light that's over there. Some people think when I record Prime News now that I'm using the green screen. I'm not. I don't know if you could tell because this big light's in the way. But over there is the LED light. All I do is I have an LED flood lamp shining at the wall. That's what creates the gradient effect. And that wall is actually the background of my videos for Prime News. There is no green screen anymore with Prime News. So it's a completely 100% natural lighting event. Pretty cool, huh? Now, eventually, I'll probably get some lights that can do like patterns on the wall and stuff like that. If you know, for people who want those moving backgrounds, might eventually do something like that. But for now, I kind of like the light. And who knows? Maybe in one of the videos I'll have it change like this, where it's kind of just cycling. But I'd have to wear a color shirt that doesn't clash with it. So like, and there's a lot of colors, so it's hard to pick out a color shirt that doesn't clash. But because I can't make it not include certain colors in the rotation. It just goes through them all. So, anyways, pretty cool, huh? But yeah, that's what I use for Prime News. Strobe lights, no thanks. I don't need to give people seizures. You've been playing Professor Layton Last Spectre while watching the stream, and it's been so fun. Blue, purple, different purple, and green are right. Like you can't even really tell the yellow. The yellow on camera comes like not on this camera, but on this camera right here, the expensive one. That one comes through as like a orange tint. And the thing is, like, the color will look good on the wall, but then when you look through it through the camera lens, sometimes the color doesn't come through as well. Certain colors come through better. Green comes through really well. Let me look at some of my Prime News videos here. In fact, let me share what I'm looking at here and see if it'll let me. If it'll let me share. Knowing my luck, it won't. But let me see if I can make the screen sharing work. Okay, let me just move this over. So since it's sharing that screen, if you look at like today's Prime News video, just mute YouTube here. The background on here is green. Now you'll see the green shows up as like a teal, but that green is literally this. See the difference? Like that's what it's supposed to look like. But through my professional camera, it comes through as like this teal. That's how it reads the green. Let me go back to that. And then, let's see here. So that is the orange. So the orange already doesn't really come through great on this camera either. But that's actually the orange. So it doesn't come through great on any camera. It's kind of... I don't know. I mean, it looks fine on the wall, but you could tell like a large chunk of the orange light is because it's so close to the wall is wasted on this giant down curve. So it's probably less orange than it could be if I pulled the light back. But I don't like having the light pulled back because then it gets shining on me too much, and then I start to look the same color, and it's just kind of weird. Let me see this Prime. Let's see this episode. What color am I in here? That I believe was this, but it didn't come through entirely. I mean, it looks okay, but how about this one? That okay? The purple. Come on, focus, camera. The purple. That was this purple. The purple comes through all right. I think this is one of the someone mentioned. You look like Spawn Wave, like with the color scheme. Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people. A lot of people mentioned that my Prime News. Oh, I already did that one. A lot of people mentioned that my Prime News videos are like, oh my gosh, you're basically making Spawn Wave videos, and I'm like, sure, I guess. But then like, look at what those videos look like. Well, let's get to a. Am I on camera at all in this one? Oh yeah, I am. So this is like one of my older ones. Now, here's the thing. This actually looks really clean, right? Like I'm watching this right now. This looks clean. This is on the old green screen. Like. It looks okay. You can still see some shadows. I don't mind what it used to look like with the green screen. This is me reading off my phone, which is terrible. I'm so glad I have a lav mic now. And I don't know. This background, if you look at it, you can see it's kind of like stuttering because I actually have to slow it down because it moves so quickly that it's really distracting. And I've tried a whole bunch of different backgrounds with Prime News. I mean, what was the OG Prime News episode? What did that look like way back in the day? You know, because it was so long ago. Back when I just used a big thumbnail that said Prime News with the Mario font. I wonder what this looked like. What did this look like? And why is my color not changing? I told you to change. Skip ad here. Oh, look at that. So this was originally this was when I used to do it live. I remember Prime News was supposed to be live originally. That was my plan. It It's supposed to be an hour exact live stream news discussion. That was the original plan for Prime News. Way back in the day. And I changed it because it was just such a long format. And see, like, the mic covers my face. And the audio sounds great, but... And, like, you can see, like, this ghosting and this lines around me. Like, you can tell it's a green screen. And I don't like that. And that's an effect you get with some... Up here is a... That's like a little screw in the wall. And that's me talking about the green screen on the first episode. So, what's the first episode I did where I didn't live stream? Oh, yeah, this isn't live streamed. This is pre-recorded. It's funny because, like, I go back on this... And I'm like, this was back in February of 2018. Look at the views. 1,453. The views have not really gotten any better on Prime News. Like, just looking at episode 30 here. I mean, you got 2320, which is nice. But then, like, you go up here, just randomly click on Tropical Freeze, 1,000. So it's like all these format changes. And ultimately, like, we only have, like, 600. We'll probably crack 1,000 with this episode. But, like, the viewership of Prime News is all over the place. I mean, this will probably break 1,000. Barely broke 1,000 the day before. Barely broke 1,000. Barely broke 1,000. This one broke 3.3K, but I think it's because of the micro SD card sale. I think a lot of people clicked on for that sale because a lot of people were looking for good sales. And I know it sold well because my Amazon Associates account did really well. So... that day. So I know that did really well. What are people saying? Wait, what? But that wall is... No, Philip Stafford, the podcast isn't in this room. The podcast is not recorded in this room. The podcast is recorded in my old office. My old office is literally like, I don't know if I can, you can't even tell. You're just going to see my switch in the computer. So my old office is over here through a door, and then the entire room is painted green. So that's now the green screen room, which I'll have uses for beyond the podcast someday, but right now that's the green screen room, and it is painted. So for the podcast, we have a whole dedicated room of green screen for that. We don't use a flood lamp to try to simulate a green screen effect. It would not be good. I would need a lot of flood lamps to make it even. I mean, granted, that technically makes the green screen portable as long as you have a white wall, but no. And plus, the camera doesn't always pick it up. Although the camera picked up the green pretty good. It just looked kind of teal versus the real green color, but that's all right. Watching a YouTube video, watching a YouTube video, watching a YouTube video, watching a YouTube video. The circle of life. Wait, that's not me. What? Someone subbed and something happened? If you Super Mario Party has amiibo support, I have no idea. I don't have the game, so I don't know. Go to the 1 hour format and Prime News views will explode. 50 subs till 38K. Really? I see. 947, 949, 51 subs to 38K. Getting there. We're getting there. I want to hit 40K this month, but I don't know. There's only so many. Like, I do need to do a better job promoting the giveaway. I think at the beginning of every video, I need to mention that we're doing a giveaway. That'll help. Can you say this in Borat's voice? My wife. I don't even know if that was Borat. So you know how long it's been since I've watched Borat. Oh man, you didn't know about the deal until an hour after it was over. Yeah, dude, it was such a sick sale. I wish I didn't have enough money. I wanted to get the 400 gig. I just did not have $100 ready. And that's what sucks about sales like that. And when you're like me and your bills and your budget are so tight, it's like, oh man, that sale is exactly what I want. I just can't afford it right now. No. Hey. Someone said F Nintendo on one of my videos. Oh, why it's hard to be a Nintendo fan. People are still watching that video. How many views is that video at? 111,000. Good for you, Nate. Good for you that all of your best viewed videos are last year. That people liked your channel better last year than they like it this year. That's what it tells me. Like, if you go to my videos, like all of my videos that are popular that actually are like Nintendo Prime videos, not old school Zelda Informer ones, they're all from videos from like last year. Nobody, Skip Woman, it used to be Zelda Informer. Like this one, 119K. Top Nintendo Prime video. Posted in September 9th of 2017. We just went over this one. That one was posted back then. Look at that like to dislike ratio, though. Terrible. Terrible. Let's see here. Oh, this is this year. The Philip Muchin one. Forgot about that one. I forgot that one did really well. But besides that one, which you can't plan for a story like that. You don't really want a story like that to happen. Another Switch audience video last year, 84K. This was last year. Switch Bengate. Nothing I could do about that. That was just a thing that was happening. It's funny this one got so many views. I ragged on Polygon. Can't remember why I ragged on. I don't really like Polygon. This is not the kind of content that I really want to make anymore. More of a journalism commentator. I don't really like doing videos like that, but obviously because it was ragging on Polygon, and a lot of people don't like Polygon, just like they don't like Kotaku, got a lot of views. This was last year. This was December. This was last year. I mean, look at that. All my popular videos are last year. I guess that means my channel's gotten worse. Like, literally all of them besides the... Like, why the Wii U failed and the Switch is succeeding last year. Okay, I thought I had a text, but it was just Bixby going nuts. Mother 3 video. Oh, here we go. Here's one from this year. Splatoon 2 cheaters. Lawsuit last year. So I guess there's a few of them that did okay this year. Like maybe 3, 4, 5 of them. This one. But like all the ones that you see that do well, like look at this. Company insults Switch and PlayStation 4 fans. So like, it's like these drama videos, right? Like all the popular ones, like gamers misunderstand Nintendo Switch. Drama. Why it's hard to be a Nintendo fan. Drama. Philip Muchin. Drama. Switch's audience is more hardcore than everyone thinks. Not really drama, but people that are Switch detractors are going to want to click on it. People that want to defend Switch are going to click on it. Switch Doom Team is upset at fan reactions. Drama. Bengate. Drama. I don't know if this is drama, but some people were not happy with it. This is a video. This is a series I miss doing. The What If series. It was like an editorial series. And basically, what was so cool about the What If series is that it's completely hypothetical with zero real logic involved. It's basically, I go back to something in the past and say, what if this was different? What would have happened? And we don't know because it's all hypothetical. So, like, you can't really hate the video, even if you hate the direction I say it's going to go in, because it doesn't matter. It never happened. We don't actually know what would have happened. What if the Wii HD released in 2010? What if the Nintendo Switch... I think that's actually what I did. What if the Nintendo Switch released instead of the Wii U? Maybe I never did that one. But that was a fun series of videos I did. I probably should do another one eventually. It's been a long time. And I've got some other ideas I've just never fleshed out. Why the Wii U failed and the Switch succeeded? Again, drama. This wasn't drama. This is E3 impressions. People actually tuned in 35K for my E3 impressions of Wolfenstein 2. See, this is the kind of coverage I want to do, by the way. Impressions of games before they come out. Like, hell yeah. But that requires access that I don't have outside of E3. Which is a really expensive trip to get access to games. But this is kind of drama. I mean, I don't even think this is technically true anymore. It was only true at the time. Drama. Drama. So what I need to become is a Nintendo drama channel. That's what it's made clear to me. I went from a Nintendo drama channel to more of a news-oriented channel, and I need to get back to it being a drama channel. I mean, there's some, like, this is drama. This is just an opinion piece. Hands-on impressions. Rumors and leaks. Those always usually get good views. Drama. USB-C problem. Drama. Netflix. I don't know why this had so many dislikes. I guess because the footage was really bad. People don't understand that we had to sneak the footage because you weren't supposed to do it, and Eric was by himself, so we didn't have someone to hold the camera. So he was trying to hold his phone to record it while playing it at the same time. It was really bad. So much drama videos. It's hard to believe how many drama videos I used to make. I mean, I'm glad that I don't make... I'm almost... It sucks for viewership, because I got better viewership doing it, but I'm glad that I'm not just, like, trying to make a living off of just doing drama videos all the time. Like, yeah, I'll cover drama when it needs to be covered, but... some of the colors may not be as good, but the floodlight looks nice. I might be a little biased after I spent so much time trying to find some kind of light that would work for you, though. Yeah. Well... Because I can't believe I knew it was a floodlight. I don't know why I spent so many days trying to figure out what the light was I was thinking of. Because, yeah, you could buy like an LED light and a lamp and make that work. But I wanted a flood lamp specifically. And I actually might get another one and install it on the ceiling. So I have the same color lights. So I'll have to get the same brand. Shooting from both corners so it actually looks more even and not like gradient effect. I don't know if I'm even going to like that, or maybe I can end up shooting two colors. So it could be like a gradient coming from both sides meeting in the middle. That might be kind of cool. But again, I gotta buy another one. They're only like $20, $30, but don't really have that kind of money at the moment anyways. Because I got this brewer thing with Eric. I gotta pay for gas, and I told him I pay for food. I mean, it's for his birthday, so you gotta try to be as good a friend as I can here. Later, Barefoot. The longer a video is open and available, the more likes and comments it'll have. You can't have a video with more likes and comments that's been out for a day. Have more than one that's been out for like months. The difference is Ghost World. Like when you're talking about that, right? It's not like, oh, because they're videos from last year, of course they have more views. That's not the case. Most of my videos stop. As an example, like you're seeing some live streams in here. Like this. It's been at 3.7K for over a day. It's not really getting views anymore. This hasn't gotten any new views in like 2 days. This hasn't gotten any new views in 2 days. This has only had 100 new views since 2 days ago. So like that's not really how it works. What happens is drama videos go viral. When drama videos go viral, they accumulate, like a lot of those views you see in the videos, like when you saw, oh, it's at 119,000 views or whatever. Yeah, 118,000 of those views happened like within a week. That's what happens. Like I'll give you an example. You guys might not like him, but Super Metal Dave just had a video hit 100,000. And I can tell you exactly why it happened. So this one, look at this. He posted it a week ago. The video went viral. So now, I mean, heck, it might get up to 200K. But next year, this video is probably only going to have maybe a few extra thousand views over whatever it gets this year. And the title is why it went viral. The Nintendo Switch hackers are embarrassing Nintendo. The like-to-dislike ratio isn't fantastic on it, of course. Nintendo Defense Force. Plus, if you don't like what he's complaining about. But the point is like, drama creates viral videos. You guys curious what my YouTube homepage looks like? What does Nate watch? Or at least what gets recommended to me? Look, an illegal upload of something from CBS Sports or whatever. Game Theorist. PewDiePie. Logan Paul. See, I've been watching the Shane Dawson series, so that's probably why Logan Paul popped up, because I've been watching the Shane Dawson, The Mind of Jake Paul or whatever. Nintendo contacted this guy. Bad news. I don't even know who this guy is. Never heard of him before. Post Malone. Oh, Tonight Show. See their Spawn Wave. See, look at this. You want proof? Look, I have not watched this video. There's 0 watch on that video. Nintendo Life. Recently uploaded. It's people I'm actually subscribed to. Oh, am I subscribed to The Tonight Show? Maybe I am. I'm not subscribed to Rabbit Hat. I guess that's not. I guess if you go to my subscriptions, you get a better idea of what I'm actually subscribed to and watching versus what they suggest to me. I mean, there's, what's his name? Triforce Johnson and his wife, I think. Player Essence, Obi-Wan, ESPN, Nintendo Cade, Game Explain, Paul's Hardware, 5J Gaming, Giant Bomb, Bitwit, blah, 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 RGT85, Extra Credits. I haven't watched Extra Credits in a while, though. I probably should check out an episode. It's been a while. Because it never pops up on my homepage, so I forget to watch it. Yeah, no, I read your comment, Ultimate Keymaster, the one that you're trying to retract your Pokemon Let's Go thing because of an experience you had with a different game. No, I read it. I don't think I responded. The word drama is going to become numb at this rate. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, things that are controversial, I guess. Let's put it that way. Controversy drives viewership. But that's always been the case. Why do you think when you go to like CNN or Fox News or like you watch any news, the stuff that gets the highest ratings has a lot of controversy? I mean, it's true in the like the highest rated shows on TV, right? They're either extremely funny shows, which is a totally different type of entertainment, or it's drama and controversy. Like, that's what drives ratings. So, did anyone win that Cubs game yet? Oh, the Rockies are up 2-1. No. 13th inning. No, I'm going to load this up. I could turn on the game and watch it, but God, did the Cubs lose? That's hilarious. Go Rockies. Anyways, Kiki, do you love me? Let me see here. I'm so glad you're not falling into that trap anymore. The clickbait and pandering to create these negative, dramatic views is just cheap and fostering to people's need for entertainment. Yeah, it's... I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, when you say, like, fostering to people's need for entertainment, what I do is informative in some ways, but it's also entertainment. If you want just news, there's better ways to get news. Like NintendoEverything.com. Way better place to get news from than a YouTuber. Way better. Completely unbiased coverage, just straight up news. I mean, look, there's Smash News. Like, completely unbiased. Greatest way to get news is go to places like this. So, like, I view myself as kind of an entertainer. Like, people aren't coming just to get the news from me. They want to hear my thoughts on the news. So that's a form of entertainment. So I am technically an entertainer. But what I was going to show is, like, I can tell you what my next video is. Here you go. This is my website, by the way, NintendoPrime.net. This is my next video. Why Nintendo has never been doomed, but so many want them to be. I am pretty sure... I don't know if that's going to be that exact title. I might try to find a way to condense it, because the title is kind of long. I don't really know how I'm going to condense it, to be honest. It's like the perfect title. Anyway, maybe one of you guys has an idea how to condense this title to fit better for a YouTube video. Because YouTube videos work better if it's like 50, 60 characters or less. And this is too many characters. But whatever. If I keep it at that. But like this title alone, I already know the video itself is probably going to get like 10,000 views at least. Which is really like that's like a viral video for me to get 10,000 views. And it's going to be because of the title alone. Now I hope the content of the video, which is basically me reading this editorial and adding video clips and adding in imagery and stuff to represent what I'm talking about, like matters and makes people like the video and they share it because they like the video. But I know the title alone is why it got most of the viewership it got. That's just the way it is. And this isn't like a drama video, right? Like it's talking about Nintendo's never been doomed, but like this is like an honest look at why people say it, and why it's not true, and why people are going to continue to say it anyways, and what the people who do say it can do to maybe change their mentality, and what us that get so sick of seeing it can kind of do to maybe help them change that mentality. So it's like a lot. It's a great analytical piece that I'm really proud of, and this is actually a Patreon goal. We have a Patreon goal where I do an op-ed editorial once per week in video form, and I decided I was going to create an editorial form of it first and then create the video after the fact. Just works out better for me that way. I don't think it's going to have a lot of dislikes, though. I think because my audience is mostly Nintendo fans, the fact that it starts off by saying why Nintendo has never been doomed, that alone is going to make people hit the like button. And it's funny. I always wonder how many people watch through a video, because like I could see watch time on individual videos, but I actually think my op-ed editorials are probably going to perform better than any other video I do. But they also are the ones that take the most time to put together. Because I actually write an editorial. Like a lot of the videos I do are like, here's the news, or here's a topic, and then I just kind of freeball it off the top of my head, right? Like I do some research, but it's all just, there's no script. This is like writing a full script, except it's an editorial from my voice. And then I literally give my voice to it, and you could tell I'm reading it, but I just haven't got good at making a reading of something sound like you're not reading it. That is one thing I know I need to work on. But you know what? People don't really seem to complain about it too much when I've done it in the past. Like you get like the one comment, it's like, I could tell you're reading this. And it's like, well, yeah. But I still wrote it. Here's the proof. It's right here. I wrote it. It's still my words. Ryan Lista wants me to check that transition video. Yeah. Let me, this is the Prime News from today. I downloaded that video, I think. Let me see if I can find it here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Sequence1.mp4, right? Oh wait, what did you call it? Did I not download it? I swore I did. Let me go make sure I downloaded it. You linked me to this weird website. Yeah, Sequence. It's called, yeah, WeTransfer. I agree. Maybe I never downloaded it. Sequence01.move. Okay, it's a .move file. Yeah, I definitely didn't have it. I might have to... .move should work. .move should work. Let me see what I can do here. .move should work. MP4. .move. Let me... All right, give me a second. Let me delete this. Let me see if this will work. If I could just scale, is that... Okay. Now this isn't perfect. This is not perfect, of course. This is just me testing it. This doesn't matter. This project's already done, so... Crossing next year. Next up is a very interesting... Yeah, except this would be like more in the middle, like that. Animal Crossing next year. Next up... Yeah, so I gotta put some more pauses where I'm just standing still to make this one work better. Animal Crossing next year. Next up is a very interesting story that I'm mostly covering because I know it's going to interest my kids, and that is that Nintendo... Yeah, it'll work once I put some pauses in. Next up is a very interesting story. So there you go, it works. Now you know. Now you know it works. Yep, I have to add a sound effect, and then I have to put in, like, I don't know, however long that is. I got to make sure I have a few seconds, like 2 seconds or a second and a half of pause in there. That'll take some getting used to. I don't know what sound effect I'm going to use yet, but hey, Nate, if extra credit not showing up, how about you press the alert button to get notifications? You mean the bell icon? Here's a fun fact. So, I have Philip DeFranco, right? Love Philip DeFranco. I have the bell icon hit. You can see I have the bell icon hit. It says stop getting notified about every video when I click it, but I don't get notified of every video anyways. I get notified of like one Philip DeFranco show per week. And he does five a week. Sometimes with bonus videos. So like the bell icon doesn't even guarantee you get notified. It's so dumb. I didn't start watching your videos of drama. I was looking for more Nintendo YouTubers during E3 and I found you. I stuck around because you're eloquent and not rude like some people I've tried to watch. I try to be. Rocky's just one. FTC. All I can say is FTC, man. That is so funny. The Cubs go from leading the NL Central since July 13th to losing the NL Central to losing in the wild card game. I bet you Eric's over. That's probably why my phone buzzed. I bet Eric was texting me that the Cubs lost. I just think that's funny. I hope we can beat the Rockies, but I just think that's funny. Part of me wanted to rematch the Cubs just to say, like, I rematched, you know, like, I beat the Cubs. Or we beat the Cubs and we knocked them out of the playoffs. That would have been cool, but I wonder what the national pundits are going to say now. Because remember, you have to remember is that all year long, the Cubs, even when the Brewers were in first place for like 60 straight days earlier, the Cubs were ranked significantly higher than the Brewers in everyone's poll. Not only did the Brewers finish ahead of them, the Brewers lasted longer in the playoffs than them too. Anyways, sorry, that's just me talking about sports. Oh hey Russell, we had so many new subscribers. It's hard for me to even keep up. Are we? Well, we're at 46 away. 46 subs away. 38. God, I want to hit 40K this. Like, can we hit 40K this week? I don't get a 40K this week. That would be a lot of new subs. That's like another couple thousand subs. That ain't gonna happen, even with the giveaway. Let's see here. Nintendo Direct brought you here sometime around the Switch. Nice. It's very simple why people say / want Nintendo to be doomed. Combine fanboyism on competing systems with Nintendo being a leader, not a follower. Nintendo doing things differently in games. Yeah, some of it's fanboyism, but it's more than that. It's more than that because a lot of people that say Nintendo is doomed also used to actually play games on Nintendo platforms. So like there's a deeper psychology to it. I don't dive too deep into the psychology of it because it would require me getting an actual psychologist involved in this and introducing them to it. And I'm not going to do that because I don't know one off the top of my head that would be willing to have their voice on camera and stuff like that. You know, I'm not Shane Dawson. I can't just like call someone up and make that happen. Cue the Batman 66. Wait, no copyrighted. Yeah. You want to say everything over Twitch? Hey, we had a few people. You can't have a chair stream without Mr. Wolfie. Mr. Wolfie. I don't call him. I know who you're talking about, Elizabeth. Wolf? I don't know what happened to that thing. It might be in here or it might be in the kids' playroom. Cool. Well, I don't think anyone else has anything to say at this point, including myself. I think that means it's probably time to call it a night. I am glad my work desk is cleaned off. And I guess tomorrow I'll have to work on the table. I guess I can... Let's see. Look at my... Yeah. I think I'm going to... Maybe I'll get that discussion video done tonight. I'll just record the audio for it. Alright. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm hoping you enjoyed the stream. Even though it was mostly a chair stream. It wasn't mostly a chair stream, but it felt like it was. And I don't know if we're doing the Q&A tomorrow. We'll see. We might do the Q&A. Depends on when my mom takes my youngest. All right. I'll catch you guys later.